Shalom, family. How are we? Have we spent time with the Most High? Have you read a scripture today? Have you prayed and thanked Him for allowing you to see another day, another chance to get it right? That's what I say. So, I thought I'd make a video about this because it was wild to watch. So, I went to the laundromat today, and my grandson and my daughter went as well, but she, had to go to work, so she left me there to finish the laundry up. So my grandson and I are just sitting there chilling, and in the laundromat I have like vending machines and soda machines. I mean machines where you just get snacks, pretty much. Well, this one had not just a machine for snacks, but they had one of those machines on the side where you can, I guess, put a quarter or something in there. I think it was a quarter, and you get a chance to win money out the machine. So when you see the machine, you see 20s, 10s, 5s, and a bunch of coins in there. So the little machine, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. It'll push the money and it fall down in the tray and you win that money. So my grandson was looking at it and he was looking like, ooh, I want to win some money. Can I get some quarters? And I'm like, well, we're using a card, so don't have any change. And I was thinking, oh man, I wish I did have some change because I would let him play. I ain't thinking nothing of it. Well, then there was another lady in there with her grandchildren, great grand and grandchildren. And just so happens her grandson, or great grandson, is 10, like my grandson. Um, this was wild. He got a Red Bull. And she bought the Red Bull for him. And I'm thinking, why would she buy him a Red Bull? He shouldn't have no Red Bull. He is 10 years old. So if y'all know anything about Red Bull and children, let's just say he needed to be strapped down in a chair to chill because he just couldn't. He was going a million miles an hour, just riding the carts and doing all the things. And she's like, I'm not going to ever do that again. And I'm thinking, why would you do it in the first place? He's 10 years old. But anyway, now grandma plays the little machine and she won a few quarters or whatever. So then her grandson, um, she let him play a couple times. To the point where he was really raking that money in. I don't know how many quarters she used to, so he could do it, but it was coming out of there. It was just coming out. This little boy was like, yeah, yeah, here, let's go, let's go. I was just like, okay, no, I don't think I'm gonna let my grandson play that because then I thought about it. I get those downloads. I'm like, see, that can give them that ooh, I want to gamble idea. Now maybe y'all think I'm reaching, I just have a discernment of certain things. And I thought, to see how this little boy was acting like he needed a quarter. He needed, like, come on, Granny, come on. And when he didn't win, I guess she would push so many in there and it would just kept pushing and nothing was coming out. And so she was like, well, I guess it's finished. So we're going to stop. Oh, he wasn't having it. And I thought, I bet you she wasn't even tripping off of it because every time they come to this laundromat and he's with her, he's going to want to play. And he gets a rush out of winning that money. That's a bad way for children to look at money and think, oh, yeah, this is what I want to do. No, 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 no. Please don't let them look at money that way. Let's not do that. That's not a good thing. And I'm so thankful that I didn't have any coins because I would have gave my grandson a coin and let him do it. But at the end of the day, we have to, I'm not saying don't let the children do it, but what you need to do is make sure we give them the information and explain to them, like, we're not really supposed to be gambling. It's not a good thing. Um, let him do it a few times, because he was losing. But she let him do it enough to where it was pushing and the quarters and things were falling. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that little quick thing. Like, we shouldn't do that. And I know you don't even think about it in that way, but just think about it. He could be, um, it could start something. It could start something. You have an addiction to gambling. We don't need that. Yeah, I was just thinking, maybe I'm reaching. I'm just thinking about. I know how my grandson is. He be all in the mirror holding up his money. It's this rapper that does it all the time when they rap. He got his money up. And I was like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Mm-mm. No, because then they'll get a bad idea of what money really is and how, it's just a tool. It's not something that should even, it shouldn't change who you are. It shouldn't change your emotions. You should be like, oh, okay, I want a few dollars. But don't look at it as the way this little boy was. You should have seen the eyes on him. Like he was just like, yeah, let's go, let's go. And I was just like, maybe she shouldn't do that because children don't understand, like adults. We understand that could become an addiction. Um, and a gambling addiction, it's real. It will have you in a poorhouse quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I don't mean it just financially. It will destroy you. It can take away everything about you because you just thinking about the money, the money, the money, the money. Like somebody's friend that I don't really know, but I'm acquainted with. He be on the phone talking about y'all better come on and get this money. Y'all better come on and get this money. Now, mm, don't know what they're actually doing to get this money. But let's just say I know it's not legal. I know it's not moral. But whatever it is, we can get this money. Family, we need to pay attention to what we're doing with our children. We need to think about it. Would the Most High approve of something like this? Would that be okay? I would ask. Anywho, have an amazing rest of your day. Chat with you later.